Hi guys, I'm gonna try to record Diablo 3 MP10 only hardcore video. My goal here is to play hardcore on MP10 only, with Doctor, without using the auction house. So I'm not gonna use auction house to purchase any gear or upgrades. I'm just gonna use the auction house to sell my gear I found. I think others might want to use. Perhaps use that gold to craft and to purchase gems. The reason I'm gonna do that is because I don't think it destroys any of the puristic part of me playing the no auction house, since, well, I can do that. I can do some extra time playing. I can farm more to get that gold, to get enough gems to craft and to create higher end gems. But just I don't think it's gonna be a lot of fun for you guys to watch. Nevertheless, I don't think I'm gonna be able to acquire much gold of selling those self-found items unless I find, let's say, Leoric or something like that. It's gonna help me grind better. So that's the only reason I'm gonna use the auction house to purchase gems. My goal here is to reach level 60. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill Diablo straight off playing MP10 hardcore, since this is the first time I'm actually gonna try to do this. I think it's gonna be a great experience. I just hope I'm not gonna die too soon, since it's going to be hilarious and you're all going to laugh at me. Okay, let's just create a new hero and create hardcore hero. How's that done? Oh yeah, which doctor? Let's say Icepick. It's usually something I use for all my heroes. Oh yeah, this is the first time I've seen this. Okay, let's just hope I'm not gonna be too boring. I want to blabber. Also, I want to prove to you guys that I've never played hardcore before. So, as you can see, these are all softcore characters. So this is the only hardcore character I've ever played. Also, I'm gonna show you the auction house. See the logs. No transactions, nothing acquired, not purchased stash. I do not have a single thing in hardcore, so never played it before. Let me just turn the music up a little bit and we can start playing. Oh no, I forgot. Oh crap. I forgot to set the MP to level 10. Oh, nevertheless. I'm gonna leave now and create a new game. Done as me. So how exactly is that done on hardcore? Gameplay. Enable monster power selection. Accept. But how do I actually do this thing? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna start the game, get to town, and then create this. So I've never tried to do that before. This is gonna be a lot easier than I originally planned it to be, but as soon as I get to town I'm gonna switch it to MP10, since I don't know what the hell am I doing. I've never tried this before. Yeah, top Captain Rumford. You Lord dead. Yeah, you have not ever seen anyone fight like me. Blah blah blah. Let's just get this thing over with. And if the game tried to do MP10 game. Yeah, change quest, monster power 10. So, here it goes, guys. Let me see how good am I, or bad. So, my goal, oh yeah, I've told you about my goal. I'm gonna skip all the conversations, as I don't think that's relevant to this. I guess everyone seeing or watching these videos already know the story, already seen everything there is to see, so there's nothing new that I can show them. So I'm just gonna skip all the conversations, skip everything, and just focus on gameplay and try to stay alive. I'm gonna pick up every single goddamn thing, since I don't have a single thing on the hardcore. So I'm gonna need every piece of gold. Oh, this is very fun, this is very fun. I played Diablo 3 on and off from the beginning, from the launch of the May 15. Now let me see the skills. I forgot what are the skills. Grasp to that, great. So I'm gonna try to create some sort of defensive build. My goal would be to survive and not kill fast, since I don't have any gold or riches or gear or anything else like that. So this is just like launch of Diablo all over for me. Let's see how it goes. Let us see if the auction house has really ruined the game for me or not. I usually play like an hour or two of Diablo every day. Occasionally I miss a few days when I'm out of town, when I'm working or have something else to do. But I do enjoy a couple of runs per day. Nothing more these days, since it's all gotten pretty boring, repetitive. So I'm hoping this hardcore experience is going to allow me to enjoy Diablo more. As you've seen in the beginning of my video, Witch Doctor is my favorite class. I think he's a lot of fun. I've played him since the beginning. It was my first class. Then I moved to the Demon Hunter. Now I leveled to 60 quite fast, but it was too expensive class for me. Since I joined it on, I was level 60 on Witch Doctor already, and turning to Demon Hunter was not such a great move for me, although I find it very entertaining. It was a lot of fun just kiting with Demon Hunter. Then I tried playing some Barbarian. I haven't really enjoyed that experience. It was all running around, constant running, blah blah. I'm not a great fan of that. I like to pick up everything that I find, even though I know there's a much better way of playing when you don't do that. You're much more efficient, but I just can't bear leaving golden items behind me, or at least I can leave old golden items. Usually do leave some of them, the ones like shields that cannot under any circumstances have any real value. But I do like to pick up gloves, as those can be worth my time. Well, that's just an example of what I like to do. An example of why I don't like playing Barbarian. So, back to Witch Doctor, and why is he my favorite class? Because I think now he has the most viable builds, the most number of viable builds compared to all other classes. At least when you have great gear. I usually have builds for almost every monster power. Usually do MP0 to 2 using Acid Cloud. I just run around and gather everything. That is everything that can have a real value to me. I have high pickup radius on that build. I pick up gold and hell globes all over the screen. But when playing on higher MPs, like 5 or higher, I like to use my two-hander compared to my Acid Cloud build when I use one hand offhand. Two-hander I use Scorn. Oh, what a surprise. I use Scorn mostly because of the great lifesteal I have with it. It's been a lot of fun for me. Scorn, I mean. I've been using it since 104, I think. Always. 105. I don't know, it was that patch. They improved legendaries and Scorn became viable. Actually, I hate that patch, since only legendaries are worth something and Scorn is the only two-hander that has any real value. I have to avoid these things much better if I want to survive later on in the game. But I just hope I'm gonna level up fast and get some zombie dogs and gargantuan to help me. It's gonna be much easier having more targets. When I pick up Templar, it's gonna be even easier. Guess I'm gonna try to get Jungle Fortitude and see how it goes with that. Maybe I'm gonna do some kind of a poison build. Use that 20% of the passive skill. I mean the 20% of a reduced damage. This is fun. Yeah, I'm gonna earn some achievements on HardCore. when I get to level 10. Oh, I'm already level 4. Oh, that's great. 1.9 damage more. Ooh, and greater attack speed. Nice. Okay. Let us see how that goes. Snare, bitch, snare. Oh yeah, I forgot to pick up my zombie dogs. Never mind, I've gotten to that. Yeah, I need to find some subject to talk about while recording these videos. I want to be boring. Also, I don't want to blabber around all day long. I'm thinking of making videos for half an hour of length. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get to level 60. We can go to fairyland, as I like to call it here. I'm not gonna do that. I don't think I'll be enjoying playing that. Just too mushy for me. I was hoping actually for a Cowland from Diablo 2, for those of you that remember. But as we've all seen, that hasn't happened. So we've gotten some teddy bears and flowers, unicorns, and all that mushy stuff we like. Yeah. So what can we talk about? Let's talk about the future game development of Diablo 3. So what I would like to know from you guys is, what do you think of the new patch? I believe 107 is preparing right now. What do you think of the changes made? What do you think it is good? What do you think is wrong with that? I've seen there's plenty of people blaming Jay Wilson for everything that has happened on Diablo. Although I do think he has done some things. I do believe he has too much input from all sorts of MMOs. I don't think he's the only person we can blame for the state of Diablo. I think great responsibility comes from the player base itself. When Diablo first came out, for those of you that haven't played it, know that it was very difficult, and many of the players have complained to reduce the difficulty of the game. It has been done, and well, there you go. If you ask me, it's too easy, way too easy now. You really don't have any sense of accomplishment while playing it, unless it is MP10, and playing MP10 is just ridiculous. So what's the real incentive of playing MP10? So just for show? Nobody likes to do that. Well, somebody does, but I don't think general population just likes to show off. I'll speak for myself. What I enjoy most is sense of advancement, of getting progressively stronger and stronger. But what I do not like is playing a game like Diablo 3 is now. And everything is just way too easy for me if I play it on low MPs. So you can say, oh, why don't you play high MP? Well, I like playing high MP because there's really not enough incentive for me to do that. Playing high MP only grants you more experience. So everything else is just a loss. You are farming much slower. You're gaining much less gold. Basically, you're getting less legendaries, less elites per hour, and so on and so on. Even experience. You may get more experience per kill, but you do not get more experience per hour, and that's just wrong, just plain wrong. They have done something, at least it seems to me like it's gonna be done. Currently it's on 107, it's on PTR. The patch notes says that we are going to get much more experience from playing higher MPs, but I don't think it's gonna change much. I don't think people are going to climb up the ladder, so to speak, 1 or 2 steps. So those who have been playing MP0 will now play MP1 or MP2. Those playing MP1 and 2 will go 1 or 2 steps more, and they will keep the same experience rate as they have it now. But I don't think that's much, and I don't think that's what the players were looking for. Basically, what I think is wrong with this game is not the auction house. I actually enjoy the auction house. I enjoy occasional flipping. I do spend some time investigating the market. I know some of you don't like it, but why shouldn't I or anyone else get something of someone else being a noob, or just not being interested in the game? You don't have to be a noob, you're just not that much into this game as I am. So why would we have same resources at our disposal? What I think is that people who have invested a lot more time into the game should have apparently more money, that is, more gold. And that's just how it works. It works like that in life. It should work like that in Diablo. I think there has been a lot of crying for making this game easier. I don't think that was a good decision. I do agree it was a bit too hard, but I think it's way too easy now. Oh, I've gone off the subject. I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah. What I think is wrong with D3. Auction house is great. It gives you an ability to trade with other people. In a transparent way. So, for those people that are saying that with removing the auction house, you are actually removing the possibility of auction house sniping and flipping. Yeah, you are doing that, but that does not mean snipping items did not exist in Diablo 2, where you did not have the auction house, or in any other game that does not have the auction house. It has always been the case. Players who invest a lot of their time into the game know more, know the real value of the items, and they always had the opportunity to buy something for a low price and sell it for higher price from people who are not that into the game, who do not know the current market prices, and so on. So I don't think that's really a problem. What I think the greatest problem is loot tables. I think people these days only regard legendaries to be good items, which is but should not be the case. That's not something is supposed to happen. What I think is that items like blue items should have perhaps let's say higher damage, but they do not have, let's say, crit chance, or oh no, weapons do not have crit chance, I meant crit damage, or they do not they should not roll as high values of lifesteal or life on hit or intelligence or whatever your primary stat is. But what I think is that they should have the chance to roll actually the higher damage than any of the golden items do. That way you would be incentivized to pick up blue items. You could find a weapon that is DPS only, DPS only, DPS only. It can have like one-hander with 1.7k damage. That's enormous. That would be very expensive, but not all of the people would like to buy that. You would only buy something like that to play lower MPs, or only the people who have high EHP, that is effective hit points. People that do not have that would not ever buy that weapon. They would always buy life on hit, rare, or legendary, or lifesteal rare or legendary, or something like that. I think the same rule or the similar rule can be applied to any number of things. I also think there should be something done with white items. I do think, like in Diablo 2, it was a good thing to have certain value to white items. For those of you that remember, crafting was not crafting, rune making was a big part of Diablo 2. So when you pick up nice white item, and probably a higher end white item, you could possibly gain some amount of wealth by trying to create a rune word, or just selling the white item to other players who might want to give their shot to that. It is really a pity that for some slots, for some classes, only legendaries are good items, like for example Lacunis. I don't think many classes use any other sort of braces than Lacunis. Maybe monks use strong arm, since they have 9% run speed on their pants, on inner pants, I believe it is. It's quite a shame, and rare braces that are actually very good are now sold for very, very low prices. I don't even try to pick up all of the braces, only 60, 62, 63 level items. Oh, no, run, this is hardcore. I mustn't die. So, I think there's a lot of place for improvement of this game. I also don't think this is a bad game. It's a very good game. I'm gonna play it for a long time. But I think there are some things that can be better, and I do think they will be better. It is obvious that the team is trying to create